Hello my creative peeps, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we are talking about all of the journals and planners that I will be using to start off 2019. Some of these are carries over from last year, but some of them are new. So I thought we would try to zip through them as fast as we can today. I'd love to hear what you're using in the comments below, so please let me know. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So first we have the journals and planners that I'm going to be using every day to kick off 2020. First, we'll take a dive into my bullet journal. As you guys know, I've been bullet journaling a lot for years on and off, and this is no exception. My last bullet journal was in the Hobonichi A5 cousin size, and I bounced back and forth throughout the end of the year, but finally landed on this, and I'm really excited about this system. I have my TWSBI mini pen, which was my Christmas gift to myself. I freaking love it. It's gorgeous. It's been on my wish list since I got into fountain pens, so I'm really happy to finally have that. I'm housing this in my Camel Traveler's Notebook, and as you can see, it's getting some nice scratches. So we'll hopefully see some patina over the year. Inside here, I have a dashboard, glitter dashboard, with a folder that holds just some date stickers. I haven't filled this out with stickers yet, but it also holds my 30-day yoga calendar. I'm doing a yoga calendar challenge with Yoga with Adrienne. I discovered her a couple months ago and really like her, so I'm excited to complete that. Then we have the back of the dashboard. I have another dashboard with a adhesive clear pocket, Traveler's Notebook pocket, stuck onto it. And in here I just have my Oracle card for the week. That's one of my goals for 2020, is to be more involved in my practice. So I'm going to pick a card for the week and put it there. This is my bullet journal insert. This insert is from Paper Penguin Co., and it is a 160-page Tomoe River paper dot grid in the standard size. I could have made this myself, but I really just wanted no hassle and to just put it in here. So I have that tucked in here. On the front, I have a collage that I made. This is my moon vinyl sticker. Just have 2020. I had to reposition it a couple times and ripped it, so I need to like paint pen over that, but we'll get there. I have a quote from Barefoot 5. Brookhampton. I love these quote things she makes, so you can find her. I'll leave everything I can linked below for you. And just some washi tape. I have some sticky notes in here. I left a couple pages blank as I'm still setting it up, but I have my migrated list from my last bullet journal. I have a piece of vellum. I print Patreon gets printables every month, so this is their calendar that they got, so I used a smaller one to put here. And then this year I did a background page with the calendars, so I printed mine on vellum and just tipped it in there. Love that. This tab right here is from Shine Sticker Studio. I'm going to do a little reflection for 2019 on here. Then I have my goals, which I still have to fill out, and some trackers that didn't fit in my other tracking spread, which you'll see in my other planner in just a second. I really need to use all of my stickers this year. I have way too many. I love them, so I keep buying them, but I really need to make it a point to use them more in my bullet journal. So that's there to remind me. This is my color scheme for the month, and just some goals that I need to continue filling out. This is my master task list. Again, need to fill that out. I'm filming this in advance, so I'm not as behind as you think. I have my waiting on in the mail list and some blank space I can use to carry over my master task list because I usually run out of space. Then I have my dailies. I am planning out my pages 1 week in advance. So I just the date, the day, my little strip of color for the week. I put in what I'm supposed to be posting, and then my work schedule is in pink. And these are just some notes I tucked in there. This is my weekly to-do list page, and then of course I just have my extra pages for the week, like my collection type pages after that. And then once the next week rolls around, I'll just start the next week here and keep going. I really found that doing 1 page in a day in advance, at least a week ahead, helps me when I'm flipping through and going, okay, on this day, this is what's coming up, and so on. And then I just have this piece of paper. It has an oracle message from Jove Tarot. I'm part of her VIP club, so I get a monthly guidance card from her. So I printed it out and I use it as like a blotting paper. So if I wrote this on here, I just stick that in there so I can close my book and it doesn't get on the other page, as you can see. So that's what I have going on there. And then we have the back of the dashboard. I have a pocket envelope thing here. This is from American Crafts. It was sent to me by one of my lovely Patreon peeps. And then in here, this is going to be my personal journal. I haven't decorated the cover yet, but it's just another insert by Paper Penguin Co. This is onion skin paper, which I wanted to try out. Super fountain pen friendly, and things don't bleed through, but they do ghost pretty bad, which I thought made it perfect for kind of a heart purge journal, because I don't want to look back at it and it makes it more difficult for people to read if they were to pick it up for some reason. So that is just sitting in there. So that's my bullet journal setup. And then to go with that, this will be like I carry this everywhere. And then to go with that as a actual planner to keep my dates together, I've been using the Jibun Techo. This is not the biz version, it's the regular version. This is the A5 Slim. I started using this in November, so this won't be new if you're a patron, but I don't think I've showed this to you guys yet. So on the left here, we just have some stickers and some washi tape, my washi card cutter, some page flags and stuff, and then I have stickers and other things in here, like a moon phase calendar and a little photo that I printed out there with a sticker. So inside this here, I just put this adhesive backed pocket, and this holds all of my exercise calendars that I like to pull from, some extra paper in case I want to sketch or something while I'm out. And then these are the lettering Every Damn Day by Llamas Love Letters. So I just keep those in there in case I feel like I need a prompt for anything. This, I'm working on a little vision board. So in here, I just have another one of those quote cards from Barefoot 5, Brookhampton. This is from Miss Moss, Strong Like a Girl. And then I have a card in here because, again, it goes with some of my goals. So I'm slowly adding to this, but that's the start of that. This was just the overview page that I couldn't really read because it was in Japanese. Then I'm using these as a tracker, so I track things in the monthly tracker here, and then I transfer them so I can have a bigger overview. I haven't decided what I want this one to be for. I know these are for the previous years, like this is 2019 and this was 2021, but I'll just ignore the days of the week and use it as another type visual tracker. This is another one of those trackers. I use this for kind of my exercises and stuff. So if I weigh myself that day, I try to usually only do it once or a couple times a month. So I'll write my weight in on that day, and then I'll highlight every day that I did some form of exercise. I've done this in previous planners with this type of spread, and I really like how it looks at the end, and I like looking back. So this information will get transferred to here at the end of the month. This was my dream for 2020, so I'm going to put my word of the year here. I'm actually doing a mantra this year instead of a word, but that will go there. If you're curious what my mantra for the year is, you can go check out my Take 5 video for this month. I talk about it in there, and I made like a little thing. This is just a money tracker. Again, it's one of those you fill it out at the end of the month just so I can see an overview type things. I made this a pen test because I don't need this map. This is my wish list and things that I actually need list. More justifiable purchases, I guess. I got to check some of these off for Christmas, so that was nice. The recommendations list I use for shows and stuff that people have recommended to me, and then I'm using this side for things that I would like to see because I never can remember, if I even remember to write them down. This here I'm using as a reading tracker, so when I read a book I can rate it and stuff. Obviously it's the beginning of the year, so nothing's there yet. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with this spread or this spread, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. This is my Happy Mail running to answer list, so I need to mark 2020 and get on answering some of those. Again, another blank spread. This is my tracker. So again, I started this in November. So I track this here and this here. Some of the things I forget to fill in, like sometimes I clean the bathroom or vacuum without filling it in, but it just allows me to see with certain things, when was the last time I did that? Do I need to do it this week or did I just do it like on Sunday? And then these are more, am I taking days off, habits I want to keep and stuff like that. So there's that. I have January's there. I'm really enjoying this built-in tracker thing. Then we have the monthlies. So I use the monthlies pretty much the same. So here, as I always have, here I'm writing kind of my intentions for the month. I have obviously my posting schedules in here. I have cleaning clients for here. That's in the pink. And then I'll write in, you know, birthdays and holidays and all that other fun stuff. So that's January. And then for my future planning, I just have on sticky notes what's coming up. I prefer to do that rather than kind of write on it pre-plan, because I like to be able to change it up as the month goes, and writing it really solidifies it into my brain. So I just kind of leave that pre-planned until then. And then these are the weeklies. So let me get you a blank one. I really enjoy this because it has the weather tracker up at the top. It has your moon phases. I put my appointments here. So again, posting schedules and cleaning clients and stuff go at the top. Then at the bottom here by the mood tracker, I put in workouts and stuff, and then I use the bottoms for dinners. And then this section in here, I use for things, highlights of the day that I want to remember, things that happened, or if I go, when did we do that again? I can see that. So it's just kind of little highlights from the day. Go in there with my stickers, and I do that at the end of the week. And then if I'm feeling like it, I'll write a top 3 up here, but that doesn't always happen. It is there if I would like to do that though. So that's how I'm using the weekly. And then in the back, I'm not going to show you this, but I have a little ideas for classes and products. I also have my custom journal waiting list. I do want to say, if you asked me for a custom journal last year and I didn't get to you and you still want one, please contact me, send me an email. The email is in the description box below. I misplaced my list and I feel terrible about that, and I know that I had 3 or 4 people on it waiting. So if you are one of those people, you already messaged me, I already got back to you, and I just never got to your custom journal, please message me again so I can get you back on the top of the list. Then we have these pages here. I was going to do a photo a month, but I decided against it. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put here, but something will go there eventually. And then I just have contacts, so I'm not going to show you that, and some stickers in the back. get this one out of the way. This is really quick. I'm going to be using this High Vibe Bible Journal by Alexis. I'm not going to say her last name because I'll probably butcher it. She's also known as Miss Trenchcoat here on YouTube and across the internet. She is a productivity guru, but she's also into things like manifesting and crystals and energy vibes and stuff. So she created this manifestation planner basically. So just as a quick overview, every week you fill out this spread with a mantra, what you want to manifest, how the manifestation will make you feel, how you're going to keep your vibration high while manifesting that, your signs and synchronicities that you either see or are looking for, and some tasks to execute on for the week. So basically a habit tracker. And then every day for 7 days, you have what you're grateful for, and then aligning your thoughts and your actions. This is kind of like a plan for the day, as she calls it. So I recently have gotten really into the Planner Perfect method by Jenny Penton, and she approaches it from a more devotional type religious aspect, but what she talks about is very much manifesting in my opinion. So I'm gonna do my own version of that here, and it's a 90-day journal. I've done a few pages in it so far and I'm really liking it, so we'll see if I can keep that up. So those are all of my daily type planners that we're starting the year off with. Next I have my main creative journal. You guys may recognize this from earlier 2019. The lovely Ina sent me this journal. I'll leave her channel linked below. She no longer has an Etsy store where she sells journals, but she sells them on eBay, and they're awesome. She still has some up there, so I'll leave that linked below for you to check out. Originally it was a tri-fold, so this was kind of tri-folded over to be the cover, and I really wanted another pocket, so I took the tri-fold part and just stitched it on my sewing machine real fast and made it a back pocket. And then I poked a hole into the center here and strung through some stretchy string to make it a closure, since it is a leather cover, and her closure was attached to the trifold part. So that's what I did. I made myself a little charm with some bits that a Patreon peeps sent me. So inside I just have this pocket. I have some photos and stuff stuck in here already that I need to put in my journal. There's my vinyl sticker again, as you can see, and some scrap paper. I just have this little thing in here. This was from a creative peep, so I stuck that in there. And then I just have a couple pages prepped in here, which you would have seen in my In Love Arts Journal With Me video. I'll leave that linked in a card in case you missed it. But I did this spread and just stuck some bits and bobs in here. So I'm really excited to journal in this. This is all like cardstock kind of. So there's craft, there's black, there's white, and there's just very few design papers in here. So I'm excited to kind of get back to adding my own color and not having so many already patterned pages. I feel like it's really going to boost my creativity to start off this year. So there's my kind of weekly creative journal that I work in. Next we have journals I use less often. These are kind of random, so we'll go through them really quick. This here is a Lloydstrom 1917 lined journal. This is the slim version, and I'm using this to study tarot this year. So I just have it laid out kind of like a reference book. So I just did a little why I want to study it exercise in the front, some 101 and tips about it, and then just starting of the minor arcana suits. I put in some photos, and that's what that's going to be. You really won't see that one, but I thought I'd include it in here since I'm going to be using it. And I'm doing that with the book and deck that comes with the Josephine Easy Tarot Handbook. I've been reading oracle cards for years, but I have yet to learn and memorize all of the tarot card meanings. So that will be a project that I'm working on this year. This is my Patreon and kind of business logbook. So for Patreon and things I list on Etsy and stuff like that go in here. I'm not always the best at keeping up with it, but I really try. So like these are the monthly calendar printables that I post on Patreon. I have like their coupon codes and stuff like that, and then like past schedules, notes for Q&As. Just it keeps me organized and helps me kind of see what I've already done, if that makes any sense. So that's that. This, you may remember, was another Take 5 video. This is my new pen pal journal that I created out of scraps. So I just have, this is stuff that I get from pen pals. I just started this one, so there isn't a lot in here, but I'm working on it, so that's fun. So again, I'll leave that linked in a card so you can check out the whole flip through of that and stuff if you would like. And then last but not least, I have my 2 art type journals. So we have my sketchbook. This is an Arteza sketchbook. It's huge. I just have some of my vinyl stickers on the front. This one is from Brie at Documented Journey, and that's an Art Snacks one. I started this again in 2019, and I'm just continuing it because I'm not done with it yet. It just kind of, a lot of sketches for stickers and stuff end up in here. This is a calendar background, swatch testing. This is the moons that I created, emojis. So I still have at least half a sketchbook left, so I'll continue working in that in 2020. And then last but not least, I have my Overflow Journal. This is actually a journal that I started back in, oh gosh, 2016, 2015, maybe even sooner than that. But it was a Diane Reevely large journal. As you can see, it doesn't even fit in frame. But I had done some spreads and stuff in it previously during a class and after I took the class. So it's already pretty well started, but I really wasn't in love with all of it, but I was in love with some of it, and I love the outside of it. So this is my new Overflow Journal. This will probably take me way more than a year to fill up. For those of you that are new and haven't been following me for very long, my Overflow Journal is just a journal where I stick random odds and ends in, stuff that doesn't fit in my regular journal that I still want to put in here, whether it be photos, magazine clippings, things people send me, and so on, like tags I make that don't have a home, stuff like that. So that is my Overflow Journal that I'll be working on in 2020. And that is it for me today, you guys. That is everything I will be starting off 2020 using. I know it was a lot. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I would love to hear what you guys are using for 2020, journals, planners, or anything else. Maybe a goal you have. I'm really excited to use all of these. It helps that I've already started a lot of them, or they're just kind of carries over from last year. That's why there's so many. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you found this inspirational. Please give me a thumbs up if you did like it. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much to my patrons for sponsoring today's video. They allow me to continue creating free content for you guys and sharing with you here on the internet. They are my heroes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for being here and watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.